Have you seen Love is Blind UK Season 2, The Reunion? Because it was fireworks, and I'm going to unpack the 3 major things that I took away in terms of relationships and dating that can harm relationships and obviously lead to the end that potentially will help you in your situation and your journey in navigating the early stage of dating and relationships. I am Amit, Sodha, holistic relationship coach, and let's talk about these 3 things, and stick around for number 3 because that's a real unique perspective which I want your take on. Number 1. These couples, especially the ones that didn't succeed, there's 2 in particular that were on the couch that had navigated through the honeymoon stage to the power struggle stage, but in that power struggle stage, they completely didn't know how to navigate it, and obviously they ended up parting ways. Then the power struggle stage is that stage of a relationship where the facade has fallen off. You've perhaps had your first and biggest argument to date, and that's kind of like made you see the person for who they truly are, flaws and all, without sort of the big goggles of perfection that this person's amazing and perfect. And when you enter that stage and you go through this, these arguments and challenges that you may face, and arguments that could potentially end up being arguments that last the entirety of your relationship, you don't know how to navigate them, and you get stuck at you're the problem instead of us against the problem. That's where relationships will fail, and you saw this as a clear example on the sofa on the reunion episode. Number 2, the other thing that you will notice very clearly, and it was so visceral, was the feeling of contempt in these people. And that, as the Gottmans say, when contempt enters a relationship, or contempt is one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse when it comes to relationships, that relationship is all but finished. And it's one of those things, there's not a lot you can do about it, but if you don't navigate the power struggle stage effectively, you'll feel contempt. If you do, that contempt won't be there. So it's something you need to learn to be able to do, manage the way you fight, and as Jay Shetty calls it, your fight languages. Number 3 is my unique take on this one, and before I tell you what it is, be sure to like, follow, repost and reshare the hell out of this thing as well. Let's get this information out to help you and other people navigate some of these difficult challenges around relationships. So number 3 is a very unique one to the guys. I say there's 4 love languages of the soul. For women, it's time and empathy. For men, it's space and appreciation. And you can see very viscerally these guys who are in these relationships, you can feel they're being choked. Their space is not being respected because that's their primary love language. They feel this pressure. They've heard from the woman, don't hurt me. I've been hurt in the past. Make sure you're not that person who's going to hurt me. And so they're feeling all this pressure. And then when the guys get to that stage, they feel flight or fight mode. And in most cases, they will fly away, and the relationship will be done. And that's what happened to these guys. I want to unpack that a lot more, and I will do on my YouTube channel later this week. But what do you think? Agree or disagree? Have you seen it or not? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to like and follow for more.